In this video, we're going to talk about 5 new thoughts to reach your big goals for your small business. My name's Meredith, and this is the Meredith Callagher Show, where we talk about marketing plans for small businesses. Because I believe hope is not a strategy. Everybody needs to put a plan in place for success. Now would be a great time to hit subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends so I can help more small businesses reach their goals by creating awesome marketing plans. Last week on the Meredith Callagher Show, I shared a model that I've been practicing to reach my business goals. I learned this model from Brooke Castillo. She taught me that my circumstances generate thoughts, and I choose a thought that leads to feelings. And these feelings create actions that lead to my results. Brooke teaches that if I can choose a different thought, then I can change my results. I studied this model quite a bit. And then I thought, got it, I see it. If I change my thoughts, I can reach my results. And I know I've got to change my thoughts because I have big goals that I want to achieve for my business. And those aren't my circumstances yet, right? I haven't reached my goals. So now I said, I have it, I understand this model, but what thoughts exactly do I need to think to reach my results? Well, the answer? You've got to ask yourself how you're feeling about your goals. Some people might call it a gut check, right? So I went, you state your goals out loud. I want to make $1 million. I want to help thousands of small business owners. And then ask yourself how you feel about that. Where's the uneasiness in that answer, right? That's where you go. You go to the uneasiness, you think about the thoughts that you're generating around that uneasiness, and then you change them. Sounds so simple, right? Well, it takes some practice. So I thought it might be helpful for you if I shared with you the 5 thoughts that I figured out I needed to change to reach my ultimate business goals, because maybe they're the same thoughts that you need to change, right? We're all small business owners. So sit back, watch this video. Let me inspire you with the thoughts that I figured out that would work to reach my business goals. And then I want you to sit down and write your own goals out and look for where your uneasiness is and the thoughts that you might need to change for yourself. So the 5 thoughts that I have adopted to meet my business goals are these. 1, thought work is practice, not something to check off the to-do list. 2, I can do hard things. 3, abundance. 4, failing is good. 5, I believe hard. Let's dive into each of these thoughts. Number 1, thought work is practice. It's not something to check off my to-do list, right? So I've heard a lot of yogis say they have a yoga practice, which I always wondered what in the world that meant because I love to run, but I've never said I have a running practice, but now maybe I could have, right? I think I was always a little jealous of people that had a yoga practice, and so I never dove into what in the heck they were talking about. I didn't really understand the term practice until one of my running friends, who is annoyingly also very good at yoga, Kendall Ramirez, explained to me that she had adopted a vegan practice. You see, her sister was diagnosed with breast cancer, and Kendall did a lot of research and decided that a vegan lifestyle would really be helpful for her sister's recovery. Kendall decided to jump in alongside her and also practice veganism. And I gotta tell you that I was definitely one of those gotcha people. I probably, again, it came from jealousy, but if I saw Kendall, I don't know, even talk about a hamburger, I would think, ha, I thought you were a vegan, which is so ridiculous. Let me mention that this was 10 years ago. I mean, in my young 30s, I was very immature. Just kidding. Love you, Kendall. But anyway, one day we were running. She was talking about these gotcha people. I didn't admit that in my brain I was one too. And she said, you know, I'm practicing veganism. And what that means is she believes that it's good for she and her sister. And she's always going to make a vegan choice when it's available to her. But some days it might not have been available to her. And if she was hungry and needed nutrients and all that was there was a grilled cheese sandwich, she was gonna eat the grilled cheese sandwich. But did that mean that she wasn't practicing being a vegan? No, it didn't mean that at all. It just meant that she was hungry and she ate a grilled cheese sandwich. She was still a vegan. She was a practicing vegan. That was such an aha moment for me, and I felt like, an ass, let's be honest, for getting in her business. Who cares if she eats a piece of meat, right? That's what the yogis meant. They're practicing yoga, right? And that's what this thought work is. It's not something that, even though I want to, that I can check off the box. That I'm practicing thinking these great thoughts that are going to lead to my business goal. If I screw up one day, or if I have a negative or scarcity thought, that doesn't mean that I'm a failure. And this was just an important lesson for me to learn, that I'm practicing, and with each day I'm going to get better. And so if I make a mistake, just keep going. And that doesn't say anything on my character or my resolve or my results in the end. It's just part of the practice, right? So I am practicing thought work to achieve my results. Number 2, I can do hard things. I'm so lucky because I have so many amazing women in my life to teach me the thoughts that I need to think to reach my goals. So I learned that I can do hard things from my good friend Lindley Cherobia. We were working on a volunteer project, and we were discussing how she was going to get done the responsibilities, the job that she promised to get done. And she was telling me about this, like, I don't even remember what the goal was or what we were trying to accomplish, but she was telling me how she was planning to accomplish it. And I remember thinking, oh, it sounded like so many hours of work and so many details, and like it required her to learn some new skills. And I said, oh, but Lindley, that sounds really hard. And she said, but I can do hard things. And I said, wait, what? I don't know why. I could clearly remember her saying that. We were on the phone. And I said, what did you just say? When she said, well, Mayor, that does sound hard, but I promised myself a long time ago that just because something's hard doesn't mean that I won't do it. Wow. I came back to that as I was thinking about thoughts that I need to adopt for my business, that I too can do hard things. And one reason that I know I can do hard things is that I have evidence of it, correct? But bear with me, because actually this is not the best reason to decide you're going to do hard things. It is one reason, but I can prove to myself from other things that I've done that yes, I can do hard things, so I should always think that and don't let it hinder me from doing other things. Right? I know you have evidence in your life too. What's yours? Comment below. What hard things have you accomplished? For me, it's running. I started running 13 years ago after I had my second child. And honestly, it was just to get some baby weight off. A friend asked me to train for a half marathon, and I literally maybe only run a mile if some PE coach had like forced me to, but never by choice. But I couldn't come up with enough good reasons not to, so I trained with a friend, or alongside a group of friends. Hey Penny. I started in August, and in December I ran a half marathon. So I can do hard things. But if I think about evidence, there's some hard things that I've tried and I haven't succeeded. Yay for me for trying. But there's probably a slew of things that I haven't tried, right? Because I was scared that it was too hard. So listen, evidence is good. If you need to adopt this, which probably most of us do, to reach our small business goals, you look for evidence in your life that you have completed hard things. But really, I want you to say you are going to do hard things because you have the capacity to handle any emotion. Even if you fail, that's all right, because the worst thing that can happen is what? What's the absolute worst emotion that could happen if you try something hard and fail? Maybe humiliation, right? You say you're gonna do something and you say it out loud on YouTube and then you fail, and it's humiliating, right? But I've been humiliated before, haven't you? Rob Anders, do you remember when I walked down the hallway in high school with my pantyhose on and my skirt stuck in them? Humiliation. Yeah, we've all been humiliated. Did I die when that happened? Nope. Did you? If you're listening, you didn't. So listen, you can do hard things because you can handle any emotion. I know you can. It's just a feeling, and it'll pass, right? Adopting the thought that you can do hard things because you can handle anything will give you the feeling of confidence. That F line in our model will give you the feeling of confidence, and you can accomplish anything when you feel that way. The third thought that I adopted to reach my business goals was abundance. And this one actually was the one I had to do the most work around, because I did not understand what people were talking about when they said the word abundance. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. I just had never been introduced or took the time to learn or dive into the concept. The word abundance for me went right along with manifestation, speaking in tongues, levitation. Like, I'd heard people talk about these things, but didn't think they applied to me because they sounded kind of woo-woo. They sounded kind of magical, really. But an abundance mindset is so cool. And it's very interesting how you can think of an abundance mindset with money. That was also something that I adopted and believe in. Believe that there's enough money for all of us. One of my favorite online experts say, y'all, they print money every day. It doesn't grow on trees, but it is growing. It's not something that you have to worry about not being there for you if you reach your goals. An abundance mindset means there is enough out there. There is plenty of potential viewers or customers out there for everybody. I was struggling with, should I really go for my goals? Because there's already a bunch of other great online people that do the same thing that I want to do. Why would anyone come watch my videos if there are 5 other videos for them to watch on the same subject? So I had to do a work around this and believe that there is plenty of room for me. And listen, honestly, as I think about it, I truly believe that. Last week, almost 45 people, I say almost because I think I hit that number today, watched the video I shared. And my most popular video, How to Make Friends as an Adult, almost 200 of y'all have watched that. Think about if 200 people were at my home. Can you imagine how many people that would be? They'd fill up my house. And if I helped all of those people with their small business goals, wow, what an impact my work would make, right? Abundance means there is plenty of opportunity for me. Number 4, failure is good. Failure is good, you guys, because when something doesn't work and I fail, I just pick myself up, I look at what happened, I change it, and do something different. So failure is good because it gets me one step closer to success. I adopted that belief that I am not afraid to fail, that in fact, I bring on the failures as fast as possible because that means I'm gonna reach my goal faster, because every time a fail happens, I just pivot and change what I'm doing and try again. Number 5, believe hard. I believe hard that I am gonna reach my goals. And I can do that because of these new thoughts that I've adopted, or a couple of these new thoughts. That I know I can do hard things, so I'm gonna try anything that I think I need to do to reach my destination, right? And I know I'm gonna get there. I know that it's gonna happen for me because I'm willing to fail, or I bring on the failure, right? So I have goals, I will try anything. When I fail, I'll just adjust and pivot. So there is no way that I'm gonna get there, right? I believe hard that my goals are attainable. And that's my 5th thought. So listen, the key to all of these thoughts is that you've got to believe it, right? Because in order to have good feelings, to generate confidence and action, and what other feelings do you think you need to take action on your goals, right? We need to feel confident, we need to feel capable, we need to feel proud. And so to do these things, you have to believe in these thoughts, correct? It's not always easy to believe in the thoughts that you have identified that you need to adopt to reach your results, right? So what I suggest is write them down every day. Write down your 5 thoughts that you want to believe to reach your results. But you guys, I get it. Maybe that is not enough. So on next week's video, I'm going to bring you a few strategies on how do you believe your thoughts around your business. Strategies to help you believe hard. I so enjoyed being here with you today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss one of my videos about how to create a marketing plan for your small business. See you next week. Bye.